Good morning student. I Purnima welcome you to the class, and today we are going to do a new lesson of grammar, that is noun and pronoun. It is chapter 2 of your grammar, mastering grammar. Okay, and children, this is a very common topic. You people have been studied since I think from class 3rd or 4th. So this is not a new topic. And let me tell you what is a noun first. First we will discuss about noun. Okay, what is a noun, how many types of nouns are there, then countable and uncountable noun, what is countable noun and what is uncountable noun, and then we will go to pronoun. Okay, so first of all, what is a noun? Noun, now in English language children, we are having 8 parts of a speech. In our language, English language, we are having how many parts of speech? 8 parts of speech. First is noun, second is pronoun, third is adjective, fourth is verb, fifth is adverb, sixth is preposition, seventh is conjunction, and eighth is interjection. So student, these are the 8 parts of speech in our English language. So first is here noun, as you can see I have written on the board. Second is pronoun, third is adjective, fourth is verb, fifth is adverb, sixth is preposition, seventh is conjunction, and eighth is interjection. So today we are going to do the first part of the speech, that is noun. What is a noun? How many types of noun? What is countable and uncountable noun? Okay, and then we will switch off to interjection and to pronoun. So student, I told you that in English language there are 8 parts of the speech. What are those 8 parts? I have written once again. Because before rubbing, if you want to note it down, you can note it down. It is noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. So these are the 8 parts of speech. Now, here we are going to take the first part of speech, and that is noun. Okay. This is noun. So student, what is a noun? I think this is this definition is not old definition. What is a noun? Noun is the name of a person, place, animal, or thing. So what is a noun? Person, place, animal, and things. Okay, so what is noun? Noun is the name of a person, place, animal, or thing, and even qualities or ideas. Even qualities or ideas. And even qualities and ideas. Okay, so this is the definition of a noun. What is a noun? Noun is the name of a person, place, animal, and thing, and even qualities and idea. Okay, so student, suppose if I say Sita is a good girl. Okay, so there are 2 nouns here. Since Sita is a name of a person, so it is a noun. And girl, directly and indirectly, it is also a person, so it is a noun. Now if I will say Lucknow is the capital of UP, So here there are two nouns. UP is also a place and Lucknow is also a place. So there are two nouns here. Okay. So they are UP and Lucknow is noun. The fan is there. So fan. The thing here is fan. The dog is barking. The dog. Dog is a noun here. Fan is there. Bring my books. Books are things. So these are noun. So noun is the name of a person, place, animal. Now let's talk about animal. Cat is a, dog is a faithful animal. So dog is a animal here. So dog is a noun. Okay. Parrots can learn human language. Yeah, human is also a noun. Parrot is also a noun. Okay. Now quality. Okay. So bravery is a quality. Okay. Then children, they are material noun also, like gold, iron, copper. All right. Then that I will be explaining you about the types of noun. So children, now I think it is clear to you what is a noun, and now I am going to tell you different type of noun. Now children, now student, I am going to discuss kinds of noun. So my next topic is kinds of noun. So I think this is clear to you. Noun is the name of a person, place, animal and things, and even qualities and idea. So as I told you, a dog is a faithful animal. Since dog is an animal, so it is noun. Rajesh is an intelligent boy. Boy and Rajesh both are noun. So now I will be telling you about kinds of noun. So children, there are 5 types of noun. Okay, there are, how many kinds of nouns are there? 5 types of noun are there. So you have to note it children. First is proper noun. Second is common noun. Third is collective noun. Fourth is material noun. And fifth is abstract noun. Okay, so these are 5 types of noun which I am going to teach you. Okay, so how many types of nouns are there? There are 5 types of nouns are there. First is proper noun, second is common noun, third is collective noun, fourth is material noun, and fifth is abstract noun. Okay. Now children, proper noun means some particular place or the name of a thing, like Reena is a girl. Now there are many girls. So girl is a common noun, but Reena is a name of a particular place. So Reena is a name of a particular place. Now children, Reena is a proper noun. Delhi is the capital of India. Now there are so many countries are there. Okay, but it is 2 cities, it is written Delhi and country. So India, but India is a name of a particular country, so that is a proper noun. Now Delhi. What is Delhi? Delhi is the name of a city. So there are lot of cities are there, but Delhi is a particular city. That is what? That is the name. It is the capital of India. So Delhi is a proper noun. Okay. Now Rajasthan tradition is very rich. So Rajasthan is a particular place. It is a particular state which we are talking about. So this can be, children, a proper noun. Then children, there are common nouns are there. Common nouns like he is a good boy. Now he is a good boy. So student, boy is a proper common noun here. City, there are many cities in India. So city, it is not a name of a particular city. There are many cities in India. So city is a proper noun. But if I say Kanpur is an industrial city or Varanasi is a religious city, so we are children mentioning some particular city. So Varanasi and Kanpur is a proper noun. Now there are many rivers in India, but if I say Ganga, Ganga is there in Varanasi. So children, this is a particular river I am mentioning. So river Ganga is a proper noun and river is a common noun. Now collective noun. When a group of people are seen together, that is a collective noun. Okay. Like children, we can say herd of cattle. Okay, army. There is no single person. Army does not consist of a single person. It consists many person. Fleet of ship. If there are many ships are there, then that is a collective noun. Class. Children, one student cannot make a class. Group of students should be there in a class. So class again is a collective noun. Okay, crew. Member of the crew. There are many crews are there, not one. So it is a collective noun. Abstract noun. Now children, the things which you can not see but feel. Okay, it can be qualities also, it can be ideas also. So abstract noun like kindness, pride, beauty, pain. Abstract noun is kindness, pride, beauty, pain. So the pain you cannot feel. You can feel but you cannot see. Similarly, children, beauty you can see and you can feel also. Admire the beauty of flower. Okay. Kindness. Children, people just judge the kindness of other people. Okay, they feel the kindness. So this will be, children, this will be and come under abstract noun. Okay, the innocence of a child attracts me. Now what is innocence? Innocence is a quality of a child. So this is an abstract noun. Okay. Now exercise is given. You have to fill in the blanks. I am not going to do. You are going to do all the exercise. You can discuss in the online classes. 2 liters of milk is sufficient for making the pudding. Now children, then here you can say a swarm of bees gathered in the garden. Okay. Then the army marched to the battlefield. So you have to fill up this now. It's very easy. Alright. And now children, I am going to tell you another type of noun, that is countable and uncountable noun. So these 5 types of noun are clear to you. Proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun and abstract noun. Okay, right? Now what is a proper noun? The name of some particular thing or some place or some animal, children, that is a proper noun. But if I say common noun, so if children, suppose if dog is an animal, animal is a common noun. City is a common noun. River is a common noun. Boy is a common noun. School is a common noun. Okay, so many. Newspaper is a common noun. But if I say I like Hindustan Times, so you are telling the name of some particular newspaper, so that is a proper noun. Train is a common noun. But if I say I travel only in Rajdhani Express or Shatabdi Express, so Shatabdi Express, that means some particular name of a train you have mentioned, and that is a common noun. Sorry, that is a proper noun. Then collective noun, the things which are in group like swarm of bees, crowds of people. Okay, class, abstract noun, kindness, innocence, pride, beauty or pain. Okay, so now children, Now I'm going to tell you about countable and uncountable noun. Now children, in modern grammar book, if you will see, you can see that there are two types. Noun is divided into two types. Okay. And what is that? It is, so children, there are two types of noun in the modern grammar books. One is, noun is divided into two types: countable noun and uncountable noun. Countable noun and uncountable noun. So children, there are certain noun which we can count. There are certain noun which we can count, like books, bags, chair, girls, table, fan. So these are the things which we can count. But there are noun, children, okay, which cannot be counted, like materials, substances, liquids, ideas or concept. This cannot be counted, children. Liquid we cannot count. We never say I want 2 milk. We cannot count. We say I want 2 liters of milk. Okay. Similarly, ideas we cannot count. 1 idea, 2 idea, we cannot say like that. We will say he has got several ideas in his mind. Then children, materials we cannot count. Okay. Then substances also we cannot count. Okay. Like cotton. Cotton we cannot count. We cannot say give me 1 cotton. We will say give me that bowl of cotton. Wood. The wood with which we make furniture. Luggage, rice, sugar. So children, these are the things which we cannot count. Okay, so they will come under the category of uncountable noun. All right. So even all the liquid, children, water, oil, they will come in the uncountable noun. Material, substances, ideas or concept, these things we can never count and they will come under uncountable noun. So children, river, town, class, group, sheet of paper, a grain of rice. We cannot say I want a rice, but we can say a grain of rice. We cannot say I want water, 1 water. We can say I want a liter of water we can put in that glass. Now uncountable noun is India, coaching, proper noun, only one of a kind. Okay, then kindness, milk, copper, stone, mud, beauty, memory, joy, rice, water. So these are uncountable noun. Okay, words generally used with them are 1, 2 or few, many, some. So children, with countable noun we can write 1, like I want 1 book, I want 2 book, I want few books. He is having many books. I want some sugar. Okay. Now words generally used with this are a little, much, some. Alright. So with uncountable noun, children, we use generally a little, much or some. Certain nouns can be both countable and uncountable. Now children, there are many nouns which are both countable and it can be used also in an uncountable and uncountable noun. Like we have bought too many cakes for the occasion. This is countable. You can count those cakes. But I am hungry, please give me some cake. Some cake. This is uncountable. Similarly, nouns like children, experience. Okay. Adventure. Fish. Tea. can be used as countable or uncountable noun depending on the sentence. Like if I say, give me a cup of tea. A cup of tea, that means a cup of tea, 1 cup of tea, that which it is countable easily. So children, this is a countable noun. Now it is, if we say tea is boiling, it is uncountable noun. The adventure was exciting. It is countable noun. He is fond of adventure. This is uncountable noun. Okay. So again children, this is your homework. Okay, there are 5 sentences. First you completed, children, that we can discuss in the class. Alright. So what we have learned, let me revise children. We have learned noun, kinds of noun. Then in modern grammar books we are having 2 types of noun. Okay, so a noun is a name of a person, place, animal or thing. Then children, there are 5 types of nouns are there. What are they? They are children, proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun and abstract noun. In the modern grammar books children, we are having countable and uncountable noun. Countable noun which can be counted, uncountable noun which cannot be counted. Children, we use 1, 2, a few, many and some with countable noun. We also use a little, much and sometimes some with uncountable noun. Then there are noun children which can be used with the countable noun also, and uncountable nouns like tea. Just now I have told you the example of tea. If I will say I want a cup of tea, so children you can see, okay, a cup of tea, right? So a cup of tea, that is 1 cup of tea. But if I say tea is boiling, so that will be children, that will come under the category of uncountable noun. Then he is fond of adventure, uncountable noun. Or children, if I say the adventure was exciting, it is countable noun. So 5 sentences are there and you have to fill with the correct form of noun given in the bracket. First you do it, then will discuss the answer in online classes. Now children, I would like to teach. Here it is given a new thing which I think you have to learn, and that is very important. So let me tell you what you are going to learn now. So children, we are going to learn, okay, noun, case. I think this is for the first time you people are hearing, okay, noun, case. Now children, in noun we are having a large syllabus only in noun, like noun, number. If I tell noun, number, so what is that? Children, you have to study about, children, singular number and plural number. If I will say, okay, noun, gender, so what you have to learn here, masculine gender and feminine gender. If I will say noun, simply what is a noun, just now like I've taught you what is a noun, so I only have to tell you the definition of noun. Then kinds of noun can be in 2 categories, 5 types of noun, okay. In the modern books of grammar we are finding another type of noun, that is children, what type of noun? That is countable and uncountable type of noun. So now we are going to read case. Now before reading the case, you have to know 2 and 3 things. Okay, so let me start and please see it properly. Now children, before I teach you case, 3 things you have to know, that is subject, object and verb. Now I am not talking about that subject which was a part of a sentence. That was subject and predicate. That which I told you was a sentence has 2 parts, and that is subject and predicate. So children, here I am not talking about that subject. I am talking about the subject which is related with the noun case. So let me tell you what is that. Okay. Now children, read this sentence. Ram throws a ball. But before explaining subject and object, you should know what is a verb. So children, what is a verb in a sentence? Children, in many books it is written verb is a doing verb. So but I think you should understand what is a verb in a sentence. Now children, verb in a sentence is if some work is done, like I teach, I'm doing some work. What is that work? Teach. So teach is a verb here. You are studying. You are doing what? You are doing one work. And what is that? Studying. Alright. So studying is a verb here. Children are playing in the park. So what is a verb here, children? Playing. They are eating mangoes. What is a verb here? Eating. They are doing some work, and what is that work? Eating. Now children, not only work, if some action is done, that is also a verb. If some action is done, then that is also a verb, student. Like Sita is dancing. So dancing is an action. It is a verb. She is singing. Singing is a action. Okay, she is singing. She is practicing. Okay, so it can be verb also, it can be action also. So if a work is there or if a action is there, then that is a verb. Not only that, children, what a person is be. Now I mean to say, children, the state of a person or thing. Now baby sleeps. If I will tell baby sleeps. Okay. So student, now verb I think everybody know. Now children, here the state, when the state of a thing is described, like the cat is dead. So dead is a state. It is not doing any work, it is not doing any action, but it is showing a state of a cat. What is the state of a cat? It is dead. So dead is a verb. The baby is sleeping. Now what is a sleeping, children? So student, I was telling you about subject and object. So I have told you about verb. What is a verb? When a person does something, like he is reading, reading is a verb. She is dancing, dancing is an action, it is a verb. The cat is dead, dead is a state, it is a verb. Okay, so children, this is a verb, and now I will be telling you about subject and object of the verb. Then only we can discuss noun case. So here, children, this is a verb. If you will look at this sentence, Ram throws a ball, this is a verb here. Okay, now noun or pronoun which come before a verb is subject. Remember this thing. Noun or pronoun which comes before a verb is a subject. Okay, so this is a subject. It is a noun. Now ball again is a noun. So noun and pronoun which comes after the verb is a object. So this is a object. Okay, so remember this thing, children. What is a subjective, or before studying subjective or nominative case, we should know what is a verb in a sentence, what is a subject in a sentence, and what is an object in a sentence. So noun may used as a subject or the object of a verb. Now what is the subject of a verb? Noun or pronoun which comes before the verb is a subject of a verb. Noun or pronoun which comes after the verb is an object of the verb. It is said to be, so it may also used to show possession also. Like India won the match against Australia. Okay, when a noun is the subject of a verb, it is said to be in the subjective case. Now here, India won the match against Australia. So when a noun is the subject of a verb, it is said to be in the subjective case. Okay. So children, if the noun is in a subject of a verb, so that is a subjective case. Like all the boys brought books. The focus here is all the boys. The focus here is on all the boys. So okay, all the boys is in the, it is known as the subjective case. The noun India is the subject of a sentence, hence it is in the subjective case. A noun in the nominative can answer the question who or what with respect to the sentence. Now I am going to write here the true sentence which is given in your book, and then we can understand. Now first sentence here is, India won the match against Australia. Now India is a noun here. Okay, it is in the subjective case. Okay, why children? Because the noun India is a subject of sentence 1, hence it is in the subjective case. A noun in the subjective case is also known as nominative case. Subjective case is also known as nominative case. A noun in the nominative case answer the question who or what. So children, how you are going to find it out whether it is in the subjective case or in other case? You with the verb you have to use who or what. Like here the verb here is won, so we can write with the verb we have to put who won the match. So with the verb we have to make question either by who or what. If we will put what, then it won't look appropriate. So that's why I am taking who won the match. So India won the match against Australia. So here this sentence is in the nominative case or subjective case. So what hint I am going to give you to find out nominative or subjective case, children? You have to ask who or what before the verb. You have to ask who or what before the verb. Okay. Now there are 4 cases are there. Objective cases are there, dative cases there, and possessive cases there. Okay, so this we will explain, this I will explain in my next video. Possessive case, subjective case, okay, dative case, and then objective case. This we will discuss in our next video. Now I am going to conclude my video. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. Bye bye.